Oshkosh 2021 VFR arrival to FISK. We've already tuned into the ATIS and we've seen that they were using a green lake transition. At this point we're just a little past Green Lake. And we are on our way to Ripon. We've already tuned into the ATIS previously and seen that the winds were from the north, so we were setting up for 3/6 left, which is what we wanted because we were going to be in home built parking. The gentleman flying with us is my airplane partner, Scott. He's just getting the pages refreshed. They're quickly tabbed, so if there's anything that pops up, we can divert or make adjustments as necessary. The particular thing in this FISK arrival is to maintain 90 knots and 1,800 feet. There's a bonanza behind us and then a few airplanes in front of us that were varying their speed a little bit faster. So you can see that we were able to maintain a mile separation and pick up our speed a little bit. In the RV, 90 knots is nose high attitude, which is kind of hard to see when you're trying to follow railroad tracks. Here you can see us over Ripon. You see the railroad tracks on the bottom right hand of the screen. We're just continuing following those tracks. It's important not to do GPS navigation or point-to-point navigation, but to follow the arrival procedures, which is the railroad tracks. This is both our first time flying in Oshkosh. You see the speed start to fall off a little bit, the pitch angle's up. That's because, again, we're trying to maintain that mile separation from other aircraft. At a 12-13 degree pitch, it's almost impossible to see the railroad tracks. If I had to do it all over again, I probably would have dialed in a little bit of flaps just to lower the nose and be able to maintain that speed. Since it was both our first experience flying into it, you know, we made a few little errors to play back the video and watch from, and that was one particular thing that I would have done, was being able to lower the nose down a little more to see the VFR track. But going back looking at the footage, you know, we stayed over the tracks really well in this avenue. You see our speed, our pitch is decreased and our speed is increased. That was just to lower the nose, make sure traffic was still clear, and check the visibility. Those other aircraft have far ahead of us by now, so we were able to pick up some speed and fly a little bit more comfortably. And again, there was a pretty fast aircraft, a bonanza behind us. So here you can see a little bit of Rush Lake off our left wingtip, bottom of the plane. So we're almost to FISK at this point. FISK approach is 120.7. I had ATC audio piped in, but somehow I guess the baggage moved around and it pulled my cord out of my camera. So that's why you're not hearing any of the arrival information. So what everybody comes to Oshkosh for, to hear these particular phrases, is to rock your wings. And sure enough, when you get about a mile, half mile south of FISK, they will instruct you to rock your wings based off your type of aircraft and color. So here shortly you'll see us get called out, and that's what we did. Okay, so he said good rock, and he also assigned us to 3/6 left, which is what we were expecting based off of our aircraft being home built and the winds. So here we are making a right turn towards the east to follow FISK Avenue. So by this time there was no aircraft directly in front of me, so my speed increased. We were ready by this point. We were ready to get on the ground, ready to see Oshkosh, ready to enjoy the experience. Since there was nobody ahead, the speed picked up just a little bit, and we were looking out for other traffic. And I'll also note, if you're landing on 3/6 left, right, you'll tune in to 126.6. That information is off the modem also. So here you see Lake Winnebago off the front of our nose. It's a very big lake. And then you see me raise the back just a little bit because there is a Cessna coming in to land on 36 right. So I was just checking for other traffic. call your base turn and give you and tell you when to start your descent. Here, boost bumps on. Still going to aim for the purple, land on yellow dot, 36 left. My speed is just decreased. A little bit of notch of flaps in. Start seeing the airplanes roll in. And you try not to screw up in front of thousands of people. Okay, so there's a Cessna to my right. I think it's a 182, and there is a Bonanza behind me. There's also two airplanes taking off on 36 left, side by side, as I am approaching. And this is the moment we've been waiting for, to see if we could hit the dot. So there goes the purple. Add just a little bit of power. And just try to ride that out till we see the yellow dot. And we hit it. So nose wheel comes down and we immediately exit off to clear out for oncoming traffic. Hope you enjoyed the FISK arrival to Oshkosh 2021 in our RV6-A.